Okay, Thursday, October 28th. We got a shuttle over here to Pine Gap Trail, and we had with us, we had Hickory. Let me find a list here. We had Hickory, Head Case, Jerry W., TZ Brown, Louise, Happy Camper, McIntyre, and Thing 1. Okay, we went on the Pine Gap Trail, went down to the bottom, and right about in here, we kind of lost the trail. Well, so we went along the river a little bit. Hickory slid into the river, got back out without great damage or issue. And at that point, we did about probably at least 100, 200 foot elevation climb back up, got back on the trail, somewhere up in here, I think. So after that, we're around the corner, and we're heading on down here. Happy Camper decided she wasn't having a lot of fun anymore, and she decided it'd be best for her if she got on out of here. So when we got to the cabin trail, Head Case took off ahead of everybody. Well, we left McIntyre, Thing 1, and Jerry W. and Louise down at the intersection of the trail down here. But Head Case took off to go back to the Pine Gap Trailhead and pick up a car. He walked up Cabin Ridge Trail, and Hickory and I shared carrying Happy Camper's pack on the way, and we got her up to the top here, got her into a car, and safely got her on her way so she could get back to base camp. So Hickory, TZ, and Head Case were back at the bottom of the gorge at about 3 o'clock. We picked the rest of the group up, and we proceeded to head on down over here towards Babel Tower. Well, we didn't have time to give Babel Tower a real good look proper, so we looked it over from a little distance, and then we hit the switchbacks and got down to the river. We got down to the river here at about, I'd say about 5 o'clock. We stopped at the first available campsite we could find and set up because we were losing daylight fast. So stayed there overnight. It was a windy and noisy night. Was not real warm, but hey, we all survived in fine shape. I don't think anybody was very cold. Next morning, all got up, and we headed south on the Linville Gorge Trail. And we got all the way down here to the Spence Crossing, where we again had lunch, and then we headed up the Spence Ridge and got back to the trailhead, where we got another pickup ride that took us back up to where Hawksbill Parking was and where our base camp was. We are at the bottom of the Pine Trail here. We've walked into the river at the Linville Gorge. We'll take a little roundabout here, show you what we're looking at. It certainly is a beautiful place. We've got 8 of us that came down. It's going to be a nice hike. We're probably going to go about 5 miles or till 4 o'clock, whichever happens first. And that's where we'll stop for the day. I don't even want to know what makes up that foam right there. What kind of chemicals? Really? Phosphate. Phosphate. Yeah. Oh, phosphate. Is it fertile? We're not quite sure if we're really on the trail, but we got 3 of the best minds working on it right now to figure out if we can go or if we got to turn around. But any way you go, it's a beautiful day in the gorge, and it's not raining today. We just did a little bushwhacking up from the river. We seemed to have missed the trail somewhere, but we found it again. About 200 feet up this side of the hill. Hickory got himself a little bath on the way.
Yeah, felt great, man. I'd recommend it to everybody.
And the camera might be a fatality. We're not sure. We're sure hoping everything comes back to life.
And the lighter.
And the lighter is wet too. But Here,
no, not the
oh, everybody got up and started moving as soon as I started turning this on. They're all sitting here like ducks on a row, just taking a good, well-deserved break, because that was pretty big up we did to get up here. Well, I think I might be up near Babel Tower. Oh yeah, we're standing right next to it, but we might not go out there tonight because we got about 20 minutes of daylight left, and we've got to get down to the river and find us a place to hang. So, I'm right here.
Oh, all right.
Head on down.
All right, we're going down this way.
Make sure you know which way you're going. Tell me that's a great place to hang out for a while, but we flat don't have enough daylight to get over there.
What's that?
Well, this is where we stayed last night. It's a nice spot, but it's sure no place for tents. There's nothing here but trees. Well, I didn't get up early enough to get everybody's rig set up. But you can kind of get Mac and Thing One over on the other side over there. You know, your fire pit that you find with everything. But we had a little bit of a windy night, low of 41 degrees. I think most people slept warm and comfortable. We all slept a little late this morning, so not a bad thing. Here comes the group making their way along some of the nicer trail. Definitely is not a fast trail to hike. You need to take your time and enjoy the views. There's a lot of views, but the trail's quite difficult. Some of the better trails that we came to, this piece has got a nice ledge chipped right out of the rock. Certainly a lot of work, but makes for a pretty darn nice trail. Not without your good cramp-on cleats. This is just what you got to stop and take a look at every once in a while, because it's everywhere. You can't walk and talk and look around at the same time, but you can do one of the three. Here's Louisey. He's just trucking right along. Took a fall or so yesterday. He's got a knee wrapped up pretty good. Well, here we are back at the Spence Ridge crossing here. We just came down from the north from Pine Tree Gap Trail and stayed one night out, and now we're back here at Spence Ridge crossing, and after lunch we'll hike on up and be out of here for the day.